Hello there friends, Mr. Strange here, and today I have another video for you just to show you that there's no way that this rover could have landed on any moon or nothing like that, you see. Now, what I'd like to show you is what Expat Taffy has to say about this. And before I do that, though, I'd like to show you what I have to say about this, because these here tracks, you ever notice that there? Huh? Look at all this here now, you see? Now, do you see any tracks here made by any rover, or do you see any blueprints made by any human beings, or any stagehands for that matter there, eh? Oh, that's a terrible thing there, because I don't see, wait for it,
Okay.
any. I see no tracks, I see no blueprints, I see nothing. In fact, I don't even see a track down there by that cotton picking rover there now. Do you there, friends? Oh, what a terrible lie these NASA dudes are doing, and they're teaching our kids to that effect. Well, that's a terrible thing, isn't it there, friends? But I'd like to let Expat Taffy say a few words about this here, all right there? So let's just roll the clip of what Expat Taffy's got to say. Roll the clip, please.
So what does this photo tell us? It tells us that at least one astronaut now is with this rover. It tells us they drove the rover back out from the LEM to this final resting place. Okay? Now, that's one thing we wasn't sure about at the start. We've now cleared that up. The situation was they drove to the LEM and they took photos by the LEM and they drove it back to this point. So, now, what have we got to ask ourselves here now? The question we've got to ask ourselves is what should be between the LEM and the rover? Now, going on what we have seen so far, we should have this. There you are, folks. That's what we should have now. Following NASA's story, their own descriptions, their own words, we should have this. We should now have two sets of tracks between the LEM and this rover. Anybody want to disagree with that? The only way you could avoid this is if the rover made a gigantic leap to the LEM and it made a gigantic leap back out. Well, have we got two separate tracks as showing here? Which is what we should have. Let's take a look at a cropped section between the rover and the LEM. And there you are. That is what we have in the photo, folks. There is no sign of any track connecting that LEM to this rover. Nothing whatsoever.
Do we really have to go over this again?
Now friends, I have a little photograph over here and I want to show you that what's happening is something that's very strange, alright friends? So now over here, as you can see there's the letter C, alright? Now down there, as you can see, that is the flag. That's one Uno flag. Now over here, if you take a look, the letter D, that's D for dog or D for dumb in Slackasser's case. Or now down there, what you got is the LSEP. Now right there, friends, that's the LSEP equipment. Now let's just review this one more time, just so that you can understand what I'm talking about, because that there is the flag represented by the letter C. Alright friends, and this over here is the LSAP equipment down there, and it's represented by the letter D. Alright there? Okay, so now what happens when we show you the next picture? Oh, this is a good one here, friends. You're gonna love this one now. Okay there, now let's just show you the next photograph here. Roll that photograph, please. So, what do we see here? We see no flag! Where did that flag go? That flag is supposed to be right down there now, isn't it there, friends, huh? Now, that's something here that is a real shame, because NASA forgot to put the flag right down there. And that's one question that I'd like to ask NASA myself. NASA, where is that cotton picking flag? It's nowhere to be found, is it there? Oh, you guys really made a screw up on this one this time, didn't you there? Oh, that's terrible. Oh, but if you think that's good, I'd just like to let Expat Taffy make a few comments on this one, all right there, friends? So, let's roll the little clip from Expat Taffy and see what he's got to say. All right there? Okay, take her away, Expat.
Okay, folks. Expat Taffy's next trump card. Here is what we have got from a photo 21925. Now, as I showed you, we definitely got rocks to the left of the lem. We've got definitely the Alsep gear to the right of the lem. But like I said, where is the flag? There is no flag to the right of this lem. Now, folks, what we will have at this point is the mentally insane idiot Bertie Slack posting links under one of his sock puppet IDs saying, "Hey, stupid, use the lem here," and showing this photo. Watch for his comment saying, "What do you mean you can't see the flag? Here it is, here, you stupid idiot." That's what you'll get from that mentally insane psychopath. My answer to that is we are not dealing with this photo. We are dealing with the photos that are claimed to be photographed by the LRO. And that is the one where the rover is parked at its final resting place, not this one.
Do we really have to go over this again?
Well, could be, but you know what I think? I'm going to just point something out to you here, friends, and that is, look at the craters and how bumpy it is all down there, right? You see that there? Now that's where the little cable went from that little rover all the way down here to the lem. So it's kind of going like this. You see, it's going like here, and then it's going down like this, going down like that. Now, you notice here that there's craters. There's one crater there, there's one crater here, and the soil's all bumpy now, isn't it there, friends? But if you look over here, what do you see? Oh, it's nice and smooth, and the only thing you can see here is a little rock over there, eh? Oh, and that's the rock that fell out of Slackass's head because he's nuts. Well, certainly is there, eh? Whoa, he leaned over and that rock right down there fell right out of his head, and that goes for his little Easter bunny there, Pop Robson, too. Okay, now, you see, so we have something wrong here. We have a photo here from the LRO, well, so-called LRO here. Well, there's something wrong. As usual, NASA tries to pat off all these things and says that it's up there, like 70 miles up there in space, way up there in the sky. Well, but it's nowhere except laying on a tabletop on somebody's Hollywood studio basement set. Nowhere else. That's the end of that story. So, you think that's good? Well, I'm going to show you another one here. I'm going to pique your little curiosities all up there now, don't I there? All right there, friends. Now, for the next scene, let's have a look at this.
Okay, folks, the final piece of evidence that this photo here is fake is the lines themselves. They are completely impossible on the moon. As I have shown in a photo of mine, Expat Daffy's dogs prove NASA faked the moon landings by them digging down to a lower level to expose soil that had a water content and hence black, which was cooler. You cannot get that on the moon, because there is no water in the subsoil. The soil on the surface would be exactly the same colour as the soil 6 inches down. So it's impossible for these lines to occur, anybody walking or any vehicle travelling on the moon. They are nothing but penciled in lines on a computer. And as I've shown you, it's photoshopped. And here's the final thing. This is what NASA claims their LRO takes of the moon from just 12 miles up. Well, look what's coming up. There you are, as I've shown you before. This is a photo from Google's GeoEye satellite 425 miles above the Earth. And look at the detail in that. and then take a look at the next photo coming up. Now, look at that, folks. This is a photo that was in the press only last week. That's in the first week of January 2018. And look what you can see. Look at the detail in that. And that's a photo taken by NASA's spy plane, the Blackbird, which is travelling over China at a height of 80,000 feet, 15 miles. And look at the detail in that. They are photographing a Chinese tanker transferring oil to a North Korean tanker. So there you are, folks. There's all you need to prove that NASA's LRO photos and their LRO are nothing but total fabrication.
Yes, indeed, expat, a total fabrication of the highest order, isn't it there? Oh, yes, it is. And I hear through the grapevine that all Slack's acolytes like Pop Robson and Luke S. and Phase 52021 and all those other crazy lot are all over on Expat's other video that is a link to this one, and they are really putting out tons of links and all kinds of debunking stuff to stop us and to put blocks and roadblocks up there for all the people who seek the truth. But it's not going to work, is it there, slack ass, huh? No, it's not this time. You crazy NASA lot have finally bit the dust, and there's no way you're going to be able to crawl out of it. Not this time, I'll tell you that right now. So you might as well just take your hats and take your coats and start putting them on and start packing right off of YouTube, because you guys are history along with that crazy cotton picking NASA channel, right? Hey, wait a minute, they even took that channel right off the air. Whoa, they certainly did. See, after Expat Taffy found out that the one that was up there for kids was teaching people, they were teaching our kids that when you hit a pipe in space, ooh, you can hear sounds. Now, that was a good one now, wasn't it there? Man, thanks to Expat Taffy, oh, them guys, oh, they NASA took that site right down clean off of the internet now, didn't they? And by the time we're finished with you, you guys are going to be taken clean off the internet too. That goes for the whole cotton picker works of you nut pans out there now, eh? Okay, now, that's my spiel for today. Hey, oh, Heidi, hey, and all that other stuff there. Mr. Strange out.